A young Tennessee performer who is really taking forward our tradition of great jazz and blues is Sid Selvidge. You can find him on a regular basis over at the North End Club in Memphis. And that's where we're going to go right now.
I guess I started playing the music that I play now, started to when I was 15 or so. I was driving up and down Highway 61 in Mississippi late at night with friends, listening to WLAC out of Nashville, John R., Gene Nobles, people like that, play a lot of the electric blues, Muddy Waters, Little Walter, people like that, and fell in love with the music. And then I came to Memphis from Chattanooga, where I'd been in school, and they brought Ferry Lewis out of retirement. He was just getting ready to retire from the city and started playing again at a club called the Bitter Lemon, and he became a real hero of mine, and I studied him and knew him and worked with him several years there before he died, and grew to love him. And so a lot of the bottleneck style that I do, I learned from Ferry. I try to combine the music I do, the black style with you know, white Appalachian traditions, because that's, you know, my, I suppose, own ethnic background, although I was raised in Mississippi and Memphis and exposed to the music that way. But it's really been an attempt, and I suppose you find that in Memphis anyhow. It's always an attempt to kind of fuse some black tradition with some white tradition. And a whole crew of people here in Memphis, myself, Jim Dickinson, Lee Baker, Jimmy Crossway, others that really studied the blues. Robert Palmer, the columnist for the New York Times, back in the late 60s, we all really studied it almost as an academic form, as somebody would study classical music, and still try to maintain the feel of it too, you know. So I think we come a lot closer than a lot of the people trying to play ragtime, but it's still not like it was back in the 30s, and of course never will be.
Well, I hear that train a-coming, it's coming around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Well, I'm stuck in Folsom prison, time keeps dragging on, and that train keeps rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama said, "Hey, son, always be a good boy, don't mess around with guns." Well, I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that lonesome whistle, I knew I hang my head and cry. Bet the rich folks eating and the fans sit down in a car, probably drinking coffee, smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming, knew I can't be free. And that train keeps rolling, and that what bothers me. If they freed me from his prison, this railroad train was mine. Probably move a little bit further down the line, well, far from Folsom prison, where I wanna stay. And I heard that lonesome whistle drive my blues away. train a-coming, it's coming around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Well, I'm stuck in Folsom.